It's the biggest event of the financial year. It's the Facebook offering. It's huge. There's, of course, tremendous frenzy around this stock.
Yes.
A little too much frenzy.
Yeah, frenzy's bad. Okay, frenzy's bad.
Not good in the market.
Comes at a bad time too, because the people who are in the company who are non-Facebook, there's a lot of investors, they're looking at the world and they're saying, you know what, Spain's difficult, Greece is coming apart, Europe is bad. Sure, the United States is gaining some traction, although the Philly Fed was bad today. So what we ought to do is get more liquid. How do we get more liquid? Well, we sell Facebook. We sell our stock. These are smart sellers. If Facebook were dramatically undervalued, they wouldn't be selling. Now we have a percentage of numbers who are selling. It's like looking almost 60%. That's the highest, even higher than Pandora, which is, by the way, has been one of the worst stocks. So that's a bad sign. Another bad sign, I go on Twitter at Jim Cramer, and there's so many terrific people there. But a lot of people are not aware of the process. And that reminds me of 1999, where they don't realize, look, if you put in a market order to buy stock, you're ending up maybe paying too much.
You're going to get the worst price of the day.
Well, I went through the 10 social media deals so far in the last year, and you lost every single time. Every single time. LinkedIn's a very good company, and you even lost there, although you recouped ultimately in the end if you bought lower, because these stocks come down. There's a better time to buy Facebook, let's put it that way.
And there is, of course, the thought that they might have a secondary. We saw that with Dunkin' Donuts, and there was a lot of activity around Dunkin' Donuts because, again, it was this consumer name. Right. Everybody loved it. And then, lo and behold, a few months later, boom, they came in with that secondary.
But that deal did work, and Dunkin' Donuts is not expensive.
Eventually, it did work.
Executing perfectly. My worries about Facebook are three. Okay, my first worry is this insider selling. Okay, my second is that a market order is going to produce historically what is not a good price, and the third is the fundamentals, believe it or not, in that the people who use Facebook are rapidly migrating toward mobile.
And they're not making money off of mobile.
And now Millennial Media was upgraded by Morgan Stanley today. It doesn't mention Facebook in the upgrade, but the idea that you can craft a mobile strategy for advertisers is going to become increasingly important. But right now, it's better to advertise on ABC. And I think that one of them, using that as an example, ESPN. And one of my worries is that Facebook cannot solve the conundrum of how to get people to click on ads. Watch Zynga. Zynga's filled with ads, and Zynga's stock isn't doing that well. It's still worth more than Electronic Arts. But this is the battle. The battle is to get people to use the mobile in a way that the advertisers are happy.
I think that's why we have this big debate on Facebook right now, is because we're at this moment in time. It's a big inflection mark. Can Facebook figure out the advertising? And that's a big if. If they can, they're going to be like Google and be huge. And if they can't, they're going to fall apart.
People don't want to simplify it like that.
You don't know right now, Deborah, which way it's going.
I mean, I've been saying that the reason why you can want to be on the deal at all, and why I didn't even want you in on a lot of these other deals other than to flip it, is because they seem to be very smart. And if anyone can solve this conundrum, they can. But if you go look at the amount of revenues that Google has, the amount of money it's making, how inexpensive it is versus Facebook, it's almost like, okay, here's two great opportunities. Which would you rather be in? The answer is Google. If you look at Apple versus Facebook, and again, very inexpensive stock, Apple, and the numbers, and even if the numbers aren't as good as people think, it's very inexpensive. Facebook is an outlier, and it's only going to become more expensive because of the unsophisticated buyers. Now, I am really mindful of this particular moment in the stock market. The professionals don't like this market at all. The amateurs, home gamers, call them, have left this market. If something good happens in Europe, then all is forgiven. Because the United States is not bad right here. I was on Morning Joe this morning. I said, listen, the economy here is gaining traction. Witness Walmart. So Facebook even works if you get something in Europe. But if Europe doesn't do anything tonight, and you come in long Facebook tomorrow and you don't sell it, it's probably going to be a mistake.
All right. Buy Google, buy Apple.
Facebook is...
Spend your money there and not on Facebook.
Only if you can get in, Morgan Stanley gives you stock, I bless that. This market is
stock pickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to